But I'm going to tell you right now, the best character in the game, in my opinion, at this current time, even though it's early in the game, and I understand that, but the game is now starting to flesh itself out, and I know there's been a patch, but this character has not been messed with, is...
Embrace the shadow.
Yo, how are you lovely people doing? What's good, Z Nation? Welcome to another Dead or Alive 6 video. Now, this is going to be crazy. Team Ninja Master has just revealed the best DOA6 character. So, this is going to get crazy. Yeah. Before we get into that, I would personally like to say who I think is the best character in the game. Personally, for me, I think the best character has to be Kasumi. I think Kasumi has everything, right? She has the speed, she has a reset grab, she has mix-ups, she has really good combos, really good conversions, really good transitioning into combos. Yeah, she can open you up really well. Good string pressure, good string manipulation. I think she has everything going for her. So that's personally my pick for best character in the game. But you know, before we get into that, Master actually talked more about the Dead or Alive 6 World Championships, the standings, and how the players are doing, and the upcoming events that's going to be dropping this year. So let's check that out real quick and see what he had to say.
And again, if you guys don't know, here's a schedule for you guys to see where we're at. Mix-up just finished, so that is gone. This is the next one right here, $5,000 on the line again. First place, I believe, gets $2,500. And then the next one is actually not Taipei. Taipei is actually going to be CEO. CEO is a fatal match one. If you haven't registered, you can register by going there right now. Register early. Get your hotel before everything is booked. Don't miss out. But again, if I were to travel to every event, there's a high possibility I'll probably be at the grand finals. You know what I'm saying? It's all about making it to these events. It is crucial. Let me tell you guys right now, they're like, you know what? I'll go to a couple events, call it a day. Listen, if you can make it to all the North American events, if you can make it to all the European events, if you can make it to all the Asia events. Now, you may be thinking, dang, man, so that's kind of expensive. I don't know if I can make it to all those events like that. I understand that. I'm not saying it's cheap. I'm just saying, if, hypothetically speaking, you made it to all the events and you're kind of good at the game, chances are you'll probably make it to one of these to the grand finals. There's a high chance you'll make it to the grand finals.
So yeah, appreciate Master for dropping that. But yeah, let's just get straight to it. So Team Ninja Master is about to reveal the best DOA6 character, and you guys are not going to believe who this man picked. So let's just check it out.
No, I haven't said who I think the best character is yet. But having said that, we got to transition to that now. So let's go ahead and do that. Back out for a quick second. So obviously there's a lot of characters that are questionably, like, how good are they? There's Tina, there's Ayane, Kasumi, I think is a really good character. Nikko, I know some people have questions about Nikko, like, oh, you know what? She kind of got nerfed or whatever. I think even with her nerfs, she's still a solid character. I don't see many characters still overthrowing her that easily. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I were to just as a quick comparison, and I could be wrong because there's still things being discovered, but if I were to say, you know what, Helena and Nikko now are on the same playing field, I don't feel comfortable saying that as a player that Nikko and Helena are on the same playing field now. I still think Nikko is at a higher playing field. I think she would give you, or she would garner more victories than Helena would for you at this time. Not to say that Helena's a bad character. I'm just saying Nikko's a better character. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think a whole lot has changed there. Now, granted, is she more in line with other characters? Would I say that it'll be easier for Tina to win against Nikko? Yeah, probably. Probably so, because now Tina has more options to go against Nikko. You know what I'm saying? Ayane is, you know, is one of those characters that's, I don't want to say she's always been a top tier character, but she's frequently up there. You know, in DOA 2, she was really good. DOA 3, not as good, but still pretty good. DOA 4, one of the better characters for sure. Probably up in the top 5, probably, because she can definitely spin around, do some stuff. But you had to use her really good. She was in the lower end of the spectrum. You know, if she was in the top 5, she was in the high tier area. And then you got DOA5. She was definitely good. DOA6, really good character. Raiga's really good as well. Very fast mid kick launcher. Has an easy way to bound you. You know, very good character. Lei Fang's still pretty good. I'm not sure if she's as good as, let's say, Ayane, but she's definitely up there. You know what I mean? Diego, solid damage. He's a guy that hits you and it hurts every single time. So, and Neo Tengu, you know, another character that's really up there. You know what I'm saying? Phase 4 is still good. She has a lot of ways to get damage on you, but again, it takes a lot of work with her, and she can be a little unsafe. I would say Kasumi is better than her, in my opinion. Hayate's a pretty good character too. Once he gets a stun, that's the only issue with Hayate. Sometimes he can struggle to get a stun, and if he doesn't get the stun game, it can be hard for him to proceed. So, you know, all these characters are really cool. So, and of course, you know, Hayabusa's a good character or whatever, but the character that I think is 100% sure, 100% in my opinion, currently, based on how the game is. Now, of course, this may ruin it for some people. You know what I'm saying? This may ruin it for a lot of players that are like, oh, who can it be? Who's that character? And why do you believe that? And, you know, the game is still early. Yes, the game is still young. 100% agree with that. I don't have like a full tier list that I can give you like all these characters or whatnot. But in my opinion, in my honest opinion, the character that I think is the strongest, the character that doesn't have to follow the same rules as everybody else, the character that based on damage output, possibilities, counters, throws, combos, the character that just maximizes those situations on lightweights, midweights, heavyweights, those kind of things. An ideal in not just in the highest levels. Like you can always say, okay, if you compare this character with this character, and both of them do the right choices every single time, that's unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's not very realistic to people. Not to say that tier list, I think that tier list is its own separate tier list. You know what I mean? Because let's just say, as an example, hypothetically speaking, Bass versus like Hayate. Well, in the perfect scenario, Bass wins every time. Bass wins every time. It's like, well, how do you say that? Hayate has the speed, he can teleport, he has good combos. True, he does. But Hayate can't do nothing to Bass. Hayate, he juggles them, he gets a small juggle. Hayate, ideally, in every situation, the damage that he puts out, even if he guesses right every single time, is not going to put out the same damage that Bass puts out every single time, if he guessed right every single time. But having said that, that ideal situation where it's perfect doesn't exist. That's why it has to be its own tier list. It doesn't exist. It's just not going to happen. However, in a more balanced one, I would still say, okay, you know what? Both players are top. I still think the Bass player would win over Hayate. You know what I mean? That's because the damage output is higher. His holds do more damage. His throws will do more damage, and Hayate won't be able to do enough damage to Bass in order to compensate the difference. You know what I mean? Because and I think that's more ideal, because even though both players have mastered both characters, I think still Bass would be higher on that tier list. Now, for overall, again, I think this is gonna disappoint people. I think this is gonna be like something that people are gonna talk about. This is the things that people are gonna share, and people are gonna probably be scratching their head a little bit, I think, and people asking why, or why would you say that, and this and that, and people are gonna probably clip it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the best character in the game, in my opinion, at this current time, even though it's early in the game, and I understand that, but the game is now starting to flesh itself out, and I know there's been a patch, but this character has not been messed with, is Hayabusa.
Hayabusa.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Hayabusa is the best character in this game. And I know it may sound biased, but I'm telling you right now, he is the best character in DOA6 right now. There's no other character in this game right now that can top this character. You just can't. You can't top him. You can't. His damage output is incredible. His whole damage is crazy. His throw damage is crazy. His combo damage is crazy. And it doesn't matter which weight class you are. He's still going to get damage on you. Like, the character is crazy. Like, I'm telling you right now, he is #1 in this game. I thought there would be a surprise. Listen, a lot of you guys were talking about Nikko and all this other stuff. Don't even act right now. You guys thought I was going to say somebody else. But no, for real, this character is the best character in the game. It was funny because I was having a conversation with Excalibur Blades over there at Leon France. He was just like, he's like, you know, who do you think is the best character? He's like, this character's good, because we were talking about which characters are good. And he's like, honestly, which character do you think is good? I was like, honestly, I think it's Hayabusa, dude. And he's like, for real, for real? And I'm like, there's no character that can top this. This character, this ninja is like super strong, dude. It's like, there's no way. He's like, it's like, really? You think so? I was like, but nobody really uses them. It's like, and that's the thing. Nobody uses a character. And because nobody uses this character, you'll never realize that. Like, you'll never really see it. I mean, yeah, you'll see my streams every now and then, and you'll see me play and do all right. But, you know, I'm not playing like these guys, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like, you know, I've been playing DOA and I've been playing Hayabusa for a very long time. But I'm not playing as much as, let's say, Excalibur gets to play. Or as much as, you know, Hoodless. Or, let's say, Blackberry. Or whatever. All you guys are playing because they know there's a competition coming up. I'm playing because I love the game. And, you know, I just so happen to work for the team. But think about that. Think about that. Just playing Hayabusa and seeing all his shit. Like, the character is retarded. He's retarded good. He's retarded good. Like, he's good. So I'm gonna explain to you as to why, for those that may doubt it. I know some of you guys are like, no, it's not a surprise here, but still, explain. Explain a little bit. So, I'm gonna explain that real quick. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the damage thing right here. And I can go over damage and stuff like that right now in a little bit. But I'm not going to go over that until I get the heavyweights. So I'm going to do that for a reason. So I'm going to remove what's down here right now, because I want you guys to see what I mean by that when I get to the heavyweights. Right now it doesn't make a difference because I'm fighting a midweight class. If I go to Kasumi, it's lightweight. It's not the same thing. But I'm going to show you something. Okay, so first of all, Hayabusa has obviously the best throw damage. He has an Izuna drop. Izuna drop, one of the best throws in the game. I wouldn't say it's the best throw in the game. It's definitely top 5, if not top 3 throws in the game. Okay, and depending on your scenario, it can change. You know, it can be a lot of different things. Now, what I mean by that is, let's just say I'm in competition with Bass again or Tina. And both of those characters do their strongest throw. Now, Tina and Bass, with the exception of maybe Tina can potentially hit you to a wall, right? She may slam you to the wall and then cause like a danger zone or whatever. Hayabusa has the luxury of being able to say, you know what? The wall is not right there where I need it to be to cause the wall splat. You know what I'm saying? It's not there. So if it was Tina or Bass, they're not going to get it. Does that make sense? They're not close enough to the wall to trigger the wall danger zone. I hope you guys can understand that. Hayabusa says, bump all of that. I don't care where the wall's at. I'm taking you to the wall. You see what I'm saying? And he can send you off to the wall and then get the danger zone. So as an example, he can be like this. And then hit you into the wall. Then get extra damage. They're not going to get that. They're never going to get that. And he's going to get that every single time.
But yeah, man, that'll about do it for me. Shout outs to Manuel Master Rodriguez for, you know, dropping us the knowledge that Hayabusa is the best character in the game in Dead or Alive 6. And yeah, make sure you guys are supporting the Dead or Alive 6 World Championship. I want to see you guys at the events. Like I said, I will be at CEO. That's coming up month in June. So that's going to be crazy. Hope to see some of you guys out there. And yeah, man, let's keep the Dead or Alive 6 train rolling. Like I said, I'll have Master's information at the bottom so you guys can check that out. And yeah, man, go ahead and rewatch that stream. I'll put it there. I'll actually leave the link to his stream, to that particular stream, so you guys can actually check out that stream in particular. He dropped tons of knowledge that I think you guys would love to chew on. Okay, but that'll do it for me, guys. You know the motto: peace, love, and positivity. I'm out of here.
間違いないわ。